Hello, we meet again at Follow the Best channel. In this video just only educational purposes between Christians and Muslims. And this time Mr. Ahmad ExMuslim will give many Muslims educations the truth about Jesus Christ. Now, let's look at what Muslims said to AhmadExmuslim so we can learn the truth from them. So enjoy watching video. Please share, comment and subscribe this channel. God bless you.
Muslim perspective, the Bible in general is invalid because it has been interchanged. That's all I wanted to say. So anything that comes from there is doubtful. That's just what I wanted to say. I'm not disrespectful or anything. I'm just saying from a Muslim perspective, that's how it's perceived.
For the Muslim perspective, you want to say from the Muslim perspective, when you say that your Injil and your Torah is corrupted, immediately you're kafir. Because you went against the word of Allah in the Quran, who authenticated the Injil and Torah. I don't want to take this, I don't want to diverge from this problem, please, brother. And let me show you who is the Safa and Marwa. Can you read this? Because you read Arabic. Read it, brother.
Yeah. الصفا كان صنما على صورة رجل. قال الشيخ صفوري لما قدم جبريل البراق وكان بصحبته الرسول نفر البراق لأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لمس الصفا بيده وقال
he touched. What does mean? That means he touched. That means he touched. He touched the Safa with his hand. Continue.
Yeah. وقال إن من يعبد هذا الشقي.
Okay. What does mean? What's mean in English? وَمَنْ يَعْبُدُ هَذَا لِشَقِيٍّ. What does mean in English, brother?
Shaqi as in brother? Is that what it means?
No. He didn't say whoever worshipped it. He didn't say whoever worshipped this. He's akhi.
Yeah, Shaqi. I have issues with that word, Shaqi. Shaqi for me means brother, but what does it mean for you?
That means he's kind of like he's doing the right thing.
The right thing? Okay.
He's authenticating.
What is this that I just read though? Like what is this? What's the source?
I will tell you. The source. Don't worry. I'll give you the source. Mm-hmm. Now read this. Read al-Marwa, brother.
المروة كان صنما على صورة امرأة نقول مروية إسلامية ذكرها صاحب نزهة المجالس إنه لما قدم جبريل البراق وكان بصحبه رسول نفر البراق لأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لمس الصفا بيده وقال إن من يعبد هذا للشقي والصفا كان صنما على صورة رجل والمروة كانت صنما على صورة امرأة.
Perfect. So that's the ayah in the Quran talking about the Safa and the Marwa. And you can go even to the tafsir in this ayah. You will know that they are idols, brother. So he authenticate because he touched that idol, sanam, and he authenticate whoever worship that statue. Lishaqi, that means he's doing the right thing. Now let's see this as well. Maybe that will make even more sense to you. Al-Akbar.
What is this that I'm reading? I'm just trying to understand the source.
I will give you the source.
Am I reading George Orwell or something? Like it could be anything, right? Okay. So what is this? Al-Akbar. Okay. Al-Akbar, Sanam Quraysh. يقول الخطيب you have something, a sticker there I can't read. يقول الخطيب البغدادي كان صنما من نحاس وكان ممتدا بأوتاد من حديد إلى الأرض. okay. وموضوعا على ظهر الكعبة. okay.
So all those idols, and I know now you're picking on every statement that include in any of those topics just to prove a point or just to diverge from the main subject. Now, let me continue, brother, and let me address what I have to say, all of it one by one. And then if you have any problem with any, I have open heart to give you everything you need and to listen to you. But let me to don't lose my analogy and do speak whatever you want. The third commandment, you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Do you know what that's mean? لا تحلف بالله, right?
Exactly, yes.
So do not swear by the name of God, right?
No, not in vain. If you do it, you're doing it in all humility and in truthfulness.
Okay.
If you ever cite God, it's very serious. Don't use it anywhere. You know what I mean? Don't say ما تحلفش for lying, for example. Don't use it to seal deals or something like that. That's not the
brother.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to continue till we both agree on the same point. The third commandment, even in Arabic, I'm going to make it easy for you. لا تحلف بالله.
So if you read it the Jewish way, then the name Yahweh is already a blasphemy, because you should say Hashem, which is Hashem, because you can't say his name out loud.
Brother.
So which way you want to read it? I told you my perspective
based
of that.
on God of Abraham. I'm read it in a way as the commandment from the Lord God, Yahweh. When he said, you shall not take the name of the Lord, even do not use his name. Do not swear by his name. Do you agree, yes or no? Or I'm going to take another guess.
I disagree.
You don't agree?
I disagree completely. There are names, they are sacred. Use them truthfully, rightfully, with humility.
You know what?
If he didn't want you to use his name, never he wouldn't give you the names.
Perfect.
I keep saying listen, he, because
brother, hold on. The reason first, you remember I told you I don't want to talk in my topic on this channel with you. You know why I told you I didn't want to talk to you about it? For what reason?
No, you didn't. Tell me.
Yes, I did tell you. I told you it's heavy topic and you're not qualified for it.
Okay.
The reason why I took it this way, and you're picking on every point, and even I want to remind you what you said before I start using the 10 Commandments. Even from your own mouth, you said, all you have to obey the 10 or you're not following God. You said it. Even if you disobey one, you disobey God, right? You said
that's my perspective. Yes, that's my perspective.
I'm going to make it easy on you. Am I going to go even to the next one? I'm going to go with you. Honor your father and mother. Did Prophet Muhammad honor his father and mother?
Did he know them?
Did the Prophet Muhammad honor his father and his mother?
Probably. I don't know.
Thank you. Say I don't know. That's why I'm telling you, to teach you, to educate you.
I said, did he know them? That was my first question, because
he knows them or not. That he honor his mom and so if you born yourself,
did he know them? If you're an orphan or you were abandoned.
Listen. If your mother is Muslim, and I hope God protect your dad. I'm using him as an example. May the Lord give him the blessing and the age forever and ever. Amen. But if you born without a father, your father died when you were 2 months old. When you get old as a Muslim person and someone talking about your dad, you say, I don't give a shit about my dad, or you trash him, or do this, you do this?
No, that's not being respectful. That's not actually following the commandment, yes.
Then would you say about your dad, I don't care about my dad, he's in hellfire? Would you say this about your dad?
I would never say that.
Your Prophet Muhammad said it. He said his father is in hellfire. And sorry, what that again?
And his mother, both Aminya.
Yeah.
They're both in hell.
And I'm going to start one by one to hit them with the father and the mother, both of them. So, do you know this miracle, yes or no?
No, I didn't know that, and luckily he's a prophet, so I guess he's forgiven.
Oh yeah, he's perfect, yes. So, he said his dad in hellfire, and even he went to visit his mother's grave, and he asked Allah to give him permission to visit her grave. And he was crying because, go ahead, you have something to say?
Okay, no,
But before I go,
I don't know. I don't know the actual story. I would need to look it up to understand the parents and all that.
But here we go, because I don't want to throw
it in my mind very quickly. Very quickly, something comes in my mind. Why would you not apply that, for example, for Moses? Was he not a murderer?
No.
We're getting to that commandment soon, right?
Bankrupt. That's why, brother, I have a specific topic I'm talking about. Any question you have related to the Bible, to Jesus, to the Torah, to the Injil, New Testament, Old Testament, keep it, save it, and all take it inside out. But when someone talking to you about something like this, isn't it in your Bible? That's for me bankruptcy. It doesn't show a sign that I'm talking to mature, rational person. Am I speaking right? Yes or no?
Bankruptcy, monopoly. Yes.
Exactly. Wait, anything you have, we're not running from any question you're going to ask. I have to address,
so I have to give you answer right away.
But listen, let me continue. You remember what I told you? Let me address what I have to address. Write down every question you have, anything that bothers you inside, take it out, all of it. But let me continue and speak whatever you want to speak, brother. Now, I mentioned that he didn't honor his dad and his mother and his mother and his father. I want to give you the hadith number that he's talking about his dad, he's in hellfire. But just relax, man. Have a coffee and relax. Because I told you, I will tell you something. I have a proof. I don't want to say one like you. Once upon a time, I watched it in the movie theaters, a movie talking about the whale. I don't care about stories. I'm talking about books, brother. I'm talking about religion. So let me give you the hadith.
We're going back to hadith, Jayan. We talked about that day when we met you and I. This is day 15.
Buddy, if you want to go always run from the hadith, I'm going to make an exception for you, because in the Surah Nur, Ayah 33, if you don't have hadith, I'm helping you as I'm a Christian. I know more than you do as a Muslim. Don't ever deny any Sahih from Sahih Bukhari or Sahih Muslim, because based on the Ummah and Shara Islam, you left Islam. I'm telling you the truth, brother. Now, listen to what I'm telling you. If you want to play those games, and I'm telling you this just in case you went in the future to another life, talking to someone else, to help you, not people make fun of you or mock you, I'm going to tell you why. If you don't want to go to Hadith, then I will tell you go to Surah An-Nur, Ayah 33. Allah gave you the permission to encourage your daughter on committing fornication. How are you going to defend that?
Wow, you must be bad. Can you show us that?
Oh, sorry, I have hadith.
Oh, it's a hadith, okay.
I'm telling you the Quran, brother. I'm saying the Quran. What's wrong? I gave you Surah An-Nur. You tell me hadith, brother, what's wrong? I told you Surah An-Nur, and I gave you the ayah 33. You tell me hadith? I know your Quran is hadith, but I'm talking about...
we talked about this the other day, and he talked about slaves.
Perfect. How you gonna run away from, because there's many verses that you're gonna get cornered, you're gonna be embarrassed, and you have no choice but to, you know what, hadith said this, or tafsir said this. The hadith and tafsir exist just to give you a game to play maze, because the Muslim people, they never see the truth easy. When they start to see the truth, they start shovel. And I understand it, because I grew up as a Muslim. I have to defend the Prophet. I have to defend my mom and dad.
This is subjective.
Of course. But when you come to realization that you find out there is something wrong with your religion, you have to be careful, because I'm telling you, it's a matter of life and death. Because you have to help yourself and help your parents as well, brother. We're not making this for money, brother, because we're living in the end days. If you're not going to wake up, you're going to miss the bus, brother. Our Bible is a living word. Our Bible doesn't blaspheme and tell nonsense story. Our Bible proves every prophecy was given in this book. It happened, and it's still happening, brother. It's a living word, and it's not a joke. I'm telling you this because I love you as a human in the flesh. I have a problem with your ideology and with your religion. I don't have a problem with you as a normal person. I don't know what your name, Mustafa, Omar, Allah, or Andre, George. I love you as a human. And at the end of the day, you don't owe me nothing, and I don't owe you nothing. But if, as a human flesh, if you need help, I will help you. If I need help, you should help me. And if you're hungry, I should feed you. And if I'm hungry, you should feed me. That's a normal human law that we all share as a humanity, unless you want to consider yourself as, not yourself, I'm talking like in general, unless that person, let's say it, gonna consider themselves animal, then go live in the woods. Correct?
I very agree with this.
Perfect. What I'm saying, trying to say, I'm calling Miracle, Ali, George, Mustafa, Omar, come here, put everything over the table. Something does not make sense. It cannot be many truths. There is only one truth. We should all find out what it is. The difference, I'm telling you the truth, between the Christian and the Muslim, Christian always face challenges with the proof. They have a proof. Muslim have no proof. Zero. They just say your Bible, when they feel bankrupt, your Bible is corrupted. The Quran authenticated the Bible, the Injil, and the Torah. The minute, and I feel bad because I know this religion upside down, I know this book. When any Muslim say that the Injil and the Torah is corrupted, immediately he is kafir because he went against the word of Allah in the Quran. He is nothing. Because if you want to go against Allah in the Quran, what the word of Allah, first, don't call yourself Muslim. I'm talking general again. Don't call yourself nothing. Call whatever you, atheist, I believe in the victory, I believe in Superman. That's your choice as a human. But the consequences is not upon me. I'm warning you and I'm warning other people. I'm telling you, the book say 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's a clear like water. In a Bible, clear like water. We don't need a hadith. I guarantee you right now, that's 80 to 90% of Muslims don't know how to read the Quran. They don't, and even they don't know what it means. They go to tafsir, they know the hadith. Go read Surah Al-Qalam, Ayah 1. Noon wa bil-qalam yusattirun. If you know how to translate this to English, I will give you $1,000 cash. And if you know what that means, I will give you $1,000 cash. Because you said you don't believe in the hadith. Explain this to me. Go for it. You can't. Kahayas, go for it. Explain to you what that means.
The fact that I can't explain to you.
You can't. Because I'm telling you, if I live in an island myself, if I live in an island, and I'm not Christian, and I'm not Muslim either, and the Quran was given to me, I believe everyone in this book is prophet except the Prophet Muhammad. Because the Quran by itself as a physical book doesn't talk nothing, zero about the Prophet Muhammad. Anything you want to know about the Prophet Muhammad is in the Sirah Nabawiyah. Only. If you don't read this book, you're going to know zero about the Prophet Muhammad. You're not going to know what his father's name in the Quran. You're not going to know what his mother's name in the Quran. You're not going to know what his wife's name in the Quran. You're not going to know what his kids' names in the Quran. What is this? If I read the Quran, I have big possibility to believe that Isa is the prophet of the Quran. He's mentioned, favored over the Prophet Muhammad in the Quran. Don't you agree? Be honest with yourself.
Yes.
100%.
And he's coming, and we're waiting for him to come back in the end of times. Yes.
But here we go. You see the difference?
But not to the Son of God, and he's not dead. This is what Islam says. Yes.
I agree with you. Now I like your answer. That's what Islam says. Don't ever say what you said. That's what Islam said. My question for you, my brother Miracle, and I know you're not stupid, man. I know you're not stupid, and I love you. You should, between yourself, ask a question. Let me find out if what Islam said is correct or not. Don't you think you have the right as a human, and I will say you're in the let's say mid-20, I'm going to give you, that's a nice compliment, eh? Let's say you're in the mid-20s.
That's a very good compliment. I'm past that long time
I love you, brother. Let's say you're in the mid-20s. Don't you think you have the right, I'm asking you, between you and me as brothers, to ask or to find out? Because we know in Islam, brother, and you know it, You are not allowed to ask. Do you know that? Don't you? You go
you have the right-
tomorrow, go to the mosque and ask your elder, and I will give you a question to ask him. If he give you the answer, and if he didn't tell you, just don't talk about it, I will give you in front of everybody here $1,000 cash. He will not answer you. He will run away from you.
This is a point we agree on 200%. But I explained to you the other day that if I needed the church to intercede, is that how we say it in English? To intercede between me and God, somebody to talk to God on behalf of me. If I needed that, I would be Christian, because even in Islam it says that's the easiest kind of religion, because lots of things that were illicit became licit for Christianity, and then some of them became illicit again for Islam. For example, pork. For example,
you mentioned, you mentioned this.
So again, if I needed, sorry, just finish this. If I needed a priest, if I needed somebody to talk to God for me, I would be Christian, and I would just go to talk to a priest or pastor or whatever obedience I would follow at that time. But that's what I would do. In Islam, the imam has two roles. I explained that to you the other day. The third roles, the fourth, the fifth that you're mentioning here, like as in somebody to tell you what to do, is something invented by people to govern people and to abduct people and that stuff. The only two things that the imam is supposed to do: teach you how to read Arabic. And the second thing is, when he does the prayer, he does it out loud so people can go and pray with him to God. You put your head on the ground being the great evener. You are all equal when you're talking to God. You're talking directly to him. You're praying to him. There is no priest. So when you're saying go talk to your imam, go talk to tafsir, that's not it. So now going back to the essence of religion, if it doesn't talk to your heart, if you read Quran, it doesn't talk to your heart, I'm the first one to encourage you, go find your peace somewhere else, because only by finding peace will you connect with the great divine. And that's the whole point. The end of it all is, yes. So this is my point.
Perfect. I respect it. That's your point.
And Quran spoke to my heart. When I read it, it makes sense. I'm sorry, JM. Like I understand.
No problem. I will talk to you. No. You listen. If you listen to me, because you just.
I am listening.
Okay. I'm gonna address something, and I want to continue. I just want to remind you what the topic that I was talking to you about, just to show you how you wasted a lot of time. What topic I was talking to you about?
You were talking about the commandments, and we were going one by one to demonstrate that the Prophet of Islam had...
Since the last one, we were speaking almost 20 minutes, I didn't continue yet. And you remember I told you, write things down, and you have anything, because I don't want to waste time for the respect of the viewer and the respect of the next person who's going to request, brother.
Sure.
Now, you said you pray to Allah in the Quran. I don't want to bypass this one. I already proved you. And I will prove you from now till tomorrow that Allah is not God of Abraham. You want to go pray for Allah? I don't mind what you're doing. You call them Allah. Don't call it. Can you say the Shahada in English?
Probably not. There's no God but Allah. There's no God but Allah. And Prophet Muhammad is the, I guess, the Prophet of Allah.
I love you, brother.
I guess I just said it. Yes.
I want you to say in front of everybody, there is no God but God. Can you say it?
There's no God.
I dare you to say it.
Yeah, I can say that. There's
you said there is no God but Allah. No,
yeah.
Can you say to me there is no God but God instead of Allah? Say it.
Which God? There's no God but the one God. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to repeat this one more time. You said there is no God but Allah. That's the Shahada, right?
Yes.
I don't want to continue it. But can you state this in English? And instead of you said there is no God but Allah, I want you to say there is no God but God.
But I don't know what it means. There's no God but God. What do you mean? Which God? There's no God but which God? That's the thing. Everybody has God.
Exactly. That's what's my point. What do you mean? I'm telling you, God is God of Abraham. Your Allah is not God of Abraham. If you want to respect and worship and bow down to your Allah, go for it. I'm not against you. But don't tell me Allah is God of Abraham.
I do believe that, though.
Yeah, my nachos taste good, Habibi.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I couldn't hear what you said. What did you say, brother?
No, he's eating nachos.
Oh.
Brother.
Yes.
What I'm trying, I'm not against you. What you do in your mosque to your Allah, whoever this Allah is, I'm not against you. But don't tell me Allah is God of Abraham. It's not. I'm telling you,
that's what I believe.
Then say, I bear witness, there is no God but God. Say it, please, go for it.
But God in Arabic
Can you please say it? But why you said there is no God in English? What, you didn't say in Arabic, La ilaha. Brother, please.
Yes, I'll tell you why it's
but before you tell me,
to say it in Islam. I'll tell you why it's complicated.
No. Before you tell me, I'm not going to open a story. Now I'm strict.
Yes.
I have to trust you.
There is no God but God.
Brother,
that's what you want to hear. There's no God but God.
Say I bear witness. There is no God but God. Go for it.
It wouldn't make sense to me because.
Can you say there is a no? Who is God? I'm asking you, who is God?
Okay, I bear witness there's no God but God. Okay, sure, I just said it, okay? All right,
perfect.
So can I say my piece now?
No, I'm going to continue.
Can I say my piece though, JM, or are you going to just...
Go for it.
Okay, my piece is why it makes no sense in Islam, because you're saying there is no God, and then you need to name it, name them. So the names are 99 in Islam, 99 names. You have names, you have Yahweh, you have, I don't know, like the...
No, but do you have Yahweh? Do you have Yahweh in Islam? Do you have Elohim in Islam?
No, we don't. No, there's no Yahweh.
Do you have Yahweh, Elohim? Perfect. Do you have Jehovah in Islam?
No.
Perfect. Who's the 99 name in the God of Islam? Deceiver. That's the name of God?
No. So
that makes sense to you. Prideful. That's the name of God.
Sorry, Brightful. Yes.
Prideful. Pride. You know, pride is one of the biggest sins in the Bible.
No, it's a negative. Obviously, it's a negative name. So no.
Okay. What's mean deceiver? Let's play this game good. What's deceiver mean?
It's somebody that would show you something, but it's not true. It's deceiving you.
Exactly. That's one of your Allah's name.
Well, for you, that's what I'm trying to say. So the 99 names are in Arabic ism fa'il, which is somebody that does something. Like, for example,
brother, please.
You're cutting me. You're not letting me say.
Because you're saying a nonsense.
For you, it's nonsense, but you have to hear the other perspective.
Listen,
sir.
For the respect of the viewer, what deceiver mean? And you said whoever. Can you continue?
What is that?
Sorry? What the definition of deceiver?
Yeah, it's someone that shows you something, but it's actually not it. So you're deceived. You're disappointed after that. By the result. Yes.
Thank you. Now, is deceiver is one of Allah's name? Yes or no?
Of course not.
I can prove it to you. What's mean al-Qahar? What's mean al-Jabbar? What's mean, brother? If you want to lie, if you're gonna come here to lie, I lose my. That's where I get to a point. I lose my respect. I will have to drop you down because you make me feel like I'm stupid. You know that deceiver is one of your 99 names of Allah in the Quran. Yes or no?
Negative.
So I'm lying. I'm lying.
Yes.
Perfect. This is what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna have to drop you down. Go make your homework and come back. Tell me, I'm sorry, he is one of the name of 99. Then I'll bring you up and continue animate you. I'm going to drop you down because it's not going to be fruitful. So you go, make your research, and see the deceiver is one of your God's name, Allah's name in the Quran. And when you find out and telling you the truth, you're more than welcome to request again to continue me and you. And I promise you by the end of the day, when you hear what I have to tell you, brother, you're not going to be proud to be Muslim. So go do your research and come back, brother. Jeez, man. Isaiah, what is this, man?
Ooh,
Little dear, what is this? Dude.
That was like pulling teeth to try and get a straight answer out of him. So,
but I mean, it might be fruitful. You know what? Let him go make the research.
Exactly.
And let him come back. I will bring him back again and continue because we're not lying to him.
Yep, exactly. And this is, he's got to understand when you bring up a point, you have an answer for it. You've already researched this. Why not be accepting that somebody maybe has more knowledge than you do about something, and just admit that I don't know where that is, rather than calling you a liar. Why would you bring it up otherwise?
Totally.